At first, the old man struggled to adapt to the slower pace of life on the farm. He missed the hustle and bustle of the city, the sense of purpose he felt in his job, and the familiar faces of his friends and neighbors. But as he spent more time with his animals and immersed himself in the rhythms of nature, something began to shift within him. He noticed the way the sun dappled through the trees in the morning, the sound of the wind rustling through the leaves, and the sweet fragrance of wildflowers in the air. He felt a sense of peace and contentment he hadn't experienced in years. Gradually, the old man began to see the world through the eyes of his animals. He watched the chickens scratching for bugs, the ducks paddling in the pond, and the peacocks strutting proudly across the yard. He marveled at the way they moved and interacted with each other, and he found himself feeling a deep sense of kinship with them. As he tended to his garden and orchard, he began to understand the delicate balance of life in nature, the way each creature depended on the others, and how the smallest action could have far-reaching consequences. He felt a sense of awe and reverence for the world around him, and he knew that he had found something truly special. The old man still missed his friends and social life from the city, but he found new ways to connect with people who shared his love of nature. He joined a local gardening club, attended workshops on animal husbandry, and volunteered at a nearby wildlife sanctuary. He felt a sense of purpose and fulfillment he had never known before, and he knew that he had found his true calling in life. As he sat on his porch at night, watching the stars twinkle above, the old man felt a sense of peace and contentment that he had never known before. He knew that he was exactly where he was meant to be, surrounded by the beauty and spirit of his animals, and the endless wonder of the natural world. The old man and his wife sat on the porch, sipping tea and watching the sunset. As they listened to the sounds of their animals settling in for the night, they began to discuss the advantages and disadvantages of living in the countryside. "It's certainly a slower pace of life out here," said the old man. "But I think that's part of what makes it so special. We have time to appreciate the beauty around us, and to connect with nature in a way that we never could in the city." His wife nodded in agreement, but added, "But I do miss having a community of people around us. It would be nice to have others to share our experiences and life's achievements with." The old man paused, thinking for a moment. Maybe there's a way we can build a new kind of community, one that's not based on geography or proximity. With the internet and all the tools we have now, it's easier than ever to connect with people from all over the world. His wife looked skeptical. "But how do we do that without anybody around to help us?" The old man smiled. "We start small, with what we have. We can share our experiences and insights through social media and online forums. We can join groups and clubs that align with our interests and values. We can even start our own blog or podcast, sharing our stories and connecting with others who share our passion for nature and animals." His wife looked thoughtful. "It's certainly worth a try. Who knows what kind of connections we might make, or what kind of impact we could have on others' lives." And so, the old man and his wife set out to build a new kind of community, one that transcended geography and embraced the spirit of connection and sharing. And even though they were living in the countryside, they knew that they were part of something much larger than themselves.